here, and welcome to Overwatch 1v1s. Shut up, please.
Right now, I'm kicking Bailey's butt by 3 points.
Yes, I'm trying to explain this. I'm trying to explain the situation, but it's kind of hard when I have everybody interrupting me.
Let him do the intro.
All right.
Guys, so don't say anything.
On one side, we have Bailey Girl Bailey playing as May. She's 3 points behind McShadow MC Shadowblade 248, who's playing as Tracer right now. We're just doing some 1v1 commentating. I got McCree with me in the booth. Say hello, McCree.
Hi.
Shut up, May. Nobody cares about you. Anyways,
how dare you say that to my daughter?
Anyways,
Fuck you.
we're starting off pretty good. Tracer getting some good hits on May, but with May's ice thing, I don't know what it's called, so I'm just gonna say her cryo storage thing, cryogenic form. She can regain some health. Each of these heroes have that sort of ability, so this might be a pretty long match. Oh wait. Bailey's trying to freeze. Oh, there it goes. Round 4 goes to Shadow.
Fuck you.
Oh my God, no! No!
To anyone being a part of this game, I would like to say that this 1v1 is brought to you in part by Gold Bond.
This is not, FYI, this isn't a sponsorship.
Get out of here.
FYI, this isn't a sponsorship. Wait, let me, I wanna fight.
I still win though.
You said I could fight.
Oh.
Wait, I'm not in the game for some goddamn reason.
Restart the game, let's try this again.
Oh my God, why do I have these characters?
Bailey.
Oh, I gotta play. Bailey, you better go easy on me. I am your mother.
Bailey, restart the game. I want to try this again. I want to, cause the score is uneven.
Mom, you're gonna hate me for this. You know why?
Why?
I'm nice, Pop.
You're grounded.
Even worse, Bob.
You're grounded.
And welcome to Li Jiang Garden. On one side, we have Bailey Girl Bailey facing up against Destery69. I am not sure if I can say that on my channel, so I'm scared.
You already did, so it's fine.
Alright.
Hey,
anyways,
69 is 100% cowboy approved.
Oh my God, shut up, McCree. Anyways, let's see who they're going as. Oh, we have Sombra versus Genji.
Hey, metal, Bailey.
This is going to be an interesting matchup. I'm leaning more towards Sombra because if she can successfully hack Genji, then she can get a lot of good hits on him and possibly win without taking much damage.
Who's spectating me right now? I'm scared.
Here,
Both of us. I'm watching you.
You spectate Destery, I'll spectate Bailey, right?
Yeah.
No, I choose McCree.
All right, I'll go for
Alright, I'm spectating Bailey.
Sombra becoming invisible, and oh, she got a successful hack on Genji. If she can get those hits in, she might be able to close it out. There it is.
Genji fighting on 10 and Sombra for the win.
Genji was going. Wait, you guys go into team chat so then it can just be me and McCree talking.
Okay.
Alright.
No, so then you can't hear our callouts because we're gonna be doing callouts while we spectate you.
Okay.
Alright. Let's see what the matchup is this time.
Let's see.
Orisa versus May. Oh, this is going to be an interesting battle. Wait,
interesting matchup indeed.
Yes, I think Orisa has. I will spectate Orisa. I'll spectate Destery always, and you spectate Bailey. All right.
All right. Now,
Orisa,
I'm not sure about May getting the advantage on this one because she can build her ice walls.
Yes.
But I don't think it's. I think it's like not as powerful as we think.
Orisa looking around, moving to the left side, a bit unorthodox, seeing as how everyone pushes from the right. But her barrier can indeed block May's ice, just like a lot of barriers
going from the
can.
side to flank Orisa, but Orisa knows that she's coming.
Orisa places down her barrier. Oh. May placing down an ice wall, trying to make a tactical push to the right, but Orisa sees her coming. I think Orisa may he pulled that a bit early.
She turns around and sees him. She then puts herself in her ice cave.
If Orisa hadn't pulled that a bit early, I think she could have gotten a lot more hits on her than she did. Because with Orisa's stand your ground mode, whatever it's called, she can resist most objects that would stun her or pin her. Or freeze her in this case. May putting up the ice wall. Oh no! She has her frozen. She's going to keep her frozen. She's going to keep freezing her, slowly draining Orisa's health. Oh! But she pulls it out in the end. That was quite the match. That was quite the match. There's a dog in the background. This tower is very tall. Anyways, that was a good round. I think Orisa does have the advantage over May though in that round. Let's see who who's matched up with who. Oh, Destiny going as Ashe versus Hanzo. Destiny, get out of here.
What a weird matchup this is going to be. They're going to be
Destiny, get out of here.
Two snipers. Well,
I muted myself, so it's fine.
No, you have to mute us. You'd have to mute us, not yourself.
Well, her
because then she can still hear us. If she mutes herself, then that only cuts off her mic. She'd have to mute us to not listen to us, or go back into her team chat. There it is.
Indeed. And she left a voice chat, which is good. Now,
yes, Hanzo.
I believe this is going to be a weird matchup because not only is Ashe a sniper, but she's also a.
She can also be a good sort of scout when she's not aiming down sights to get some good hits. Oh, that was.
Arisa for the win.
That was a quick round, honestly. That was a very quick round. Yeah, she got some really good hits on her.
I was having doubts on who was going to win that round, but
yeah, for me, like as long as any person that plays Ashe, as long as they can hit that first shot and they're confident to go after that next shot, they're bound to hit it. Destiny going as Tracer versus Tracer.
Two Tracers this round.
Oh boy, you got to keep in mind Tracer's limit on her ability. She only has 3 blinks, and it takes roughly 2 to 3 seconds to recharge. So they can't jump the gun. Destiny already using up 2 of her blinks. That is going to cost her later in the match.
Yeah. Now, with Bailey's history of playing Tracer, I'm pretty sure she's going to get this round because she's really good with Tracer. I'm not sure about Destiny, but
it does come down to skill. But I see Bailey using up most of her blinks already. That will affect her when she tries to get away.
Yeah.
Used up her she used up her recall way too early. She did not lose enough health to do that. Destiny did
nice move from Destiny.
Destiny being smart about her recall, seeing as to how when she gets back into low health, that's only when she recalls. But Bailey, I can see, is jumping the gun on her recall. She might lose maybe 15 to 20 health and then recall immediately.
And that around. She was completely annihilating this round.
Yes, and that is what cost her. Bailey constantly just jumping the gun on her recalls and her blinks. That is what cost her the round, I believe.
Indeed, I agree. She just runs straight forward without no tactic at all, and that's what's making Destiny completely just annihilate this game of 1v1.
Yeah.
Now we got Reaper versus Soldier 76. Now this is
the classic matchup.
A classic rivalry.
The rivalry that started this entire Overwatch lore, story, whatever you want to call it. They're back at it again to face each other to see who is the winner.
They both killed each other when they went at war with one another.
Well, technically they both survived because as we can see, they're still here. We know Soldier has some scars here and there, sure, but Reaper, he was mortally wounded by that matchup, and that left him forever scarred, donning the mask that he has today.
Now, no one has never really seen his face other than Anna. She's actually seen his face afterwards.
Oh,
she
Reaper.
never commented on what she saw.
Yeah,
Oh,
Reaper.
and Reaper goes in for the win.
Reaper bringing it in close range. That is where that. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say Reaper bringing sexy back, but you know what?
Yeah, that is where he excels, though, bringing it into close range like that. Since he was buffed in one of the patches before the lunar update, his speed has been increased from 25% up to 50%. So he has.
Oh, now we got Tracer versus May now.
This is going to be a very interesting match. It is. I do not know if it's true, but I think Destiny may not have played May because I can see her practicing with her aim with May's cryo thing, her cryo gun.
Indeed, yes.
And as we have
like I said earlier, Bailey does have some history with Tracer, but
Bailey has main Tracer.
Against Mercy. I mean,
yes. She can use her blink and her recall to escape May's wrath, in other words. For lack of a better word, her freezing capabilities. Oh, May placing a spray down, completely unaware of the move behind her.
Oh, what a blink that she just did. That was amazing.
I think that Bailey might have this round if she plays her cards right. You got to keep in mind, she does tend to jump the gun on her recall and her blink when she is into too much of a battle. And that is what almost destroyed her. I just realized she almost fell off the map because of that whole jumping the gun. When the battle does get intense, she will tend to jump the gun on multiple occasions.
Oh no, she's about to capture the point now.
If she doesn't get on point anytime soon.
Point is allowed in this game of 1v1. Now, if she
yes, it is.
Point, she will then proceed to win the game.
Yes,
this is the final round.
There are 9 rounds. Tracer getting onto point. She better get on now, otherwise she is going to win. Oh, there it is. Bailey bringing it back. It is now 1-5. Bailey 1, Destiny 5. This was
what a round ending.
This game would have been an open and shut game unless Bailey had if Bailey had not won that round, it probably would have been an open and shut game done very quickly. But I do believe Bailey can bring it back. Oh, Destiny going Reaper again. Bailey going
into a game of Mortal Kombat. If she were to win without no losses, that would have been a flawless victory.
Yes, this is no longer a flawless victory. Let's just hope Bailey has the ability to pull off the win.
Now, it looked like at that last round that Destiny fell off the ledge on purpose, but now in this round we got Genji versus Reaper.
Reaper is a fairly good counter to Genji, seeing as how in his Wraith form, he can avoid any and all attacks from almost every single Overwatch hero, and that does make him a hard and soft counter for the entire roster, even himself at times.
Yes. And now, if Genji is lucky, if he can time his reflecting right, he can hit Reaper shotgun bullets, which can bounce back and hit him.
And you got to keep in mind,
do a lot of damage, especially reflected.
Yes, and you got to keep in mind the fact that Reaper is a close range hero, and see he can take a hero out in 2 hits, a 200 health hero in 2 hits, as we just saw. Reaper being one of the greatest close-range heroes that have ever been added to the roster.
Close range indeed, but in far away he can hit his enemies, but not as powerful as it is up close.
Yes, Genji is a mid-range average hero. He can go close range and he can go far range, so he does have the advantage in that sense over Reaper, but it was his mistake getting up close and personal. If he had deflected his shots, I think he probably would have had him out in 3 hits and a swift strike.
Exactly. Now this round we got Genji versus Sombra. Hopefully Genji can redeem himself after that last round where he was completely annihilated by Reaper.
As a Genji main, I know of several combos that you are able to do to deal massive damage to your opponents. One being your spread throw and swift strike.
Oh,
she has him.
Oh, a hack!
Genji
destroyed again.
He was completely confused. If you had seen that, he did not know where she came from.
Completely caught off guard.
Yes.
Nice move with Destry because she went invisible.
She went invisible, followed him around for a bit, and then hacked him when he least expected it. His back was turned to her, and that is never an okay thing to have in this kind of game.
Especially with a Genji. Alright, now we got Zenyatta
versus Zenyatta. Ooh. I'm going to call it right now, because every Zenyatta player does this, even if they're new or they've been playing Zenyatta for a long time. As soon as they see each other, they're going to Discord each other to try and either mark them or take down their defense abilities and just be able to kill them.
Now I'll tell you one thing. If this turns out to be true, then you owe me a cookie.
You got to keep in mind the thing with Zenyatta players. Oh, Destry giving the win to Bailey this round.
Nice.
Very kind of Destry.
It's taking time.
Yeah. Destry
emoted, but she didn't have enough time.
I'm pretty sure Destry just gave the round to Bailey. Otherwise, yeah. Otherwise, I think that Destry would have had that round. It was very clear. Bailey barely played any Zenyatta, even though she did have a fairly good skin. And we're back.
The rivalry has returned.
We're back with the rivalry. See, the advantage that Reaper has over Soldier, the fact that he can get into close range easier and that he does way more damage. All Soldier needs to do is just stick to cover and hit a few pulse shots and maybe fire his Helix missiles, and he'll be fine.
Now I don't know if it's the right way to do it, but if Soldier in a sticky situation can run away from Reaper, he can heal himself really quickly.
Yes, and you got to keep in mind his pulse shots do fire a lot slower than they did in the past, so he will have to lead his shots. And
that's Soldier with the win.
And that's exactly what he does. All he had to do was lead his shots in front, and he would have hit every single one.
Yes.
In my time, sorry.
Yeah. Oh no, you're good. No, it seems they're not really getting the best picks right now. I mean, Destry's picking good characters, but I don't know about Beta though. I think she's a.
You got to keep in mind, they don't know who is going as who, so they got to try and pick a counter for everyone. It is match point currently. Destry has the match in the bag unless she decides to throw this round and give it to Bailey.
Now, if she's able to win this, I'm pretty sure it's going to happen, but...
There's no...
Now, what if Bailey were to pull an upset?
Bailey might win this... Oh, I think Destry just is going to give the round to her, most likely. I don't think Destry plays a lot of Tracer. Either that or she's giving the round to... And there it is.
Oh, actually, it looked like... No,
it looks like she was struggling a bit. Yeah, it looked like she was struggling a little bit. It's still kind of hard to tell based on Destry's skill. You got to keep in mind, she has been keeping a consecutive win rate over these last 8 rounds. Well, these last 11 rounds, technically. So, you got to keep that in mind. She has given a couple rounds to Bailey, but I'm not sure if she gave that one to her or not. Both of them going as Widowmaker for this round.
Oh, Widowmaker versus Widowmaker, the tale of 2 snipers.
Yes. Widowmaker, the infamous one-shot, one-kill assassin, going up against herself. This comes down to skill. Each of them doing the same sort of tactic.
Seems like they're a little hesitant to come out because they're afraid because one of them could be hiding.
They just did the exact same thing. They both rappelled into the windows on the side of the point. They're gonna now have a sniper battle, and Destry
with the win.
Destry is going to bring it in for the win.
Destry won the game for Talon.
That is going to be it for this round. Oh, Bailey with the play of the game. Oh, with her play against May. That was quite...
What a game.
Yeah, that was quite the match.
Bailey got a couple of kills in, but Destry was the one to take in the win.
Yes, I'm still unclear if Destry
and
gave
guess
her...
what? Guess what? And got player of the game, so...
Somehow.
Yeah,
Anyway...
I hit May off.
Yeah, anyways... That's gonna be it for this round.
After that big victory, what is your comments on this win?
I think Destry's still in her team chat.
She's probably in shock.
Oh no, she's here. She's here. Destry, based on that game, how are you feeling? Are you excited? Are you glad that you won, or did you think it was a fair match? What are your comments? Any comments, thoughts? Wait, hold on.
I'll be honest. Am I happy I won? Yes. I kind of feel bad that I was attacking my own daughter.
Oh, okay.
Really?
keep in mind.
I was gonna win.
No, Bailey. After that crush.
All right, let's hear from Bailey now.
No, Bailey. After that crushing loss, what is your reactions about losing this match, and like just give me your overall comments.
She was just listening to music. Wait, I want to do.
You heard it here, folks.
I want to do another match. I want to see Spider-Man go up against Destry or something.
I was just like, okay, well, I gotta put music in the back.
I want to watch like one more match, but let's do it like to 5 because I don't know how long this thing is going on. Been going on.
Wait, I want it to be me versus Spider.
I want to see that. I want to see 2 very skilled players going off against each other. Bailey, what do you say? You wanna watch it? All right. It's going to be a 1v.
Before you start anything, I'll be right back.
Anyways, this is going to be the second round for our little 1v1 matchups. Spider-Man 30230 is going.
No, because that was funny.
I
was teleporting around and I punched my mom off one time and I still won.
Anyways, as I was saying, Spider-Man is going to be going up against Destry this round. My co-commentator is going to be Bailey. So
I'm not going to say anything.
Why not? Because that's kind of what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to talk. So if you watch
this, you'll be the there can be like a one-man commentator for this one.
All right. I will ask you.
You did pretty solid on your own, to be honest.
Thank you. I do that a lot, sort of. I just commentate to myself when I'm watching matches and playing them.
Did you see that one hit I did? I still got player of the game twice. Actually, 3 times. Yeah, 3 times.
Are you setting up the game, Bailey?
I have really full memory.
Well, at least like set up the game beforehand so that whenever they get it, she gets back, we'll be prepared.
Hold on, my desk calling me.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh.
Not much, just playing a game. Alright.
Okay. There you go. Have fun.
Yeah.
Is that what you called me for? You got internet? Damn. Oh, you got your car back? Sweet. All I gotta do now is pay off the insurance.
I'm gonna check and see how long this has been going on. Also, hello to the viewer we have. To the lone viewer. We've been going on for 24 minutes, so is this match still gonna be 9 rounds or?
No, 5.
Alright, 5.
Yeah.
Bit of a more condensed match.
Alright, and Beck and Bailey, can you put match chat so me and Spider can talk to each other on match?
No.
Why?
Okay.
All right.
I'm happy. Do what?
Now arriving at the Ilios.
Remember to go to team chat, you two.
Why?
Alright.
Go to team chat.
Alright, love you too, Dad. I'm glad.
Farah versus Farah. This is going to be an interesting matchup.
Well, why not just hand me the cat instead of throwing it? Okay, that's not my problem. Alright, love you, Dad. Bye.
This is why I don't want to argue with you.
Alright. Farah matchup versus... So this is a Farah matchup now. You have two Farahs. This is...
Hate me. It's actually on Mr. Hero, so fuck you.
Oh boy. This is going to be quite the interesting matchup. It's going to come down to skill with these two. Spider-Man trying to get the high ground over Destery. Trying to get some hits in. Gets a shot or two thanks to Farah's area of effect missiles. Destery seeming to have a little bit of trouble playing as Farah, getting a solid hit. And that's the match. Spider-Man 1, Destery 0. Oh, this is going to be an interesting matchup. As we know before, McCree is Spider-Man's main. He does play McCree a lot, as we can tell from his skin. Destery, not sure if she has any McCree experience whatsoever. But we are going to find out in this matchup, each of them coming out of spawn right now. Spider-Man already at the point. Destery still seemed to have a little trouble getting over here. She's bunny hopping over to the left side, as we can see right here. Spider-Man still on the point, checking every and any angle, looking for Destery to see if he can take her out. Spider-Man may hear her, but he is looking around. He seems kind of lost. Destery trying to stay hidden, I think. Not really sure about her tactic. And that's the round. Spider-Man getting a headshot on Destery. Oh, Symmetra. This is going to be an interesting matchup. I wonder if they might use their turrets. I know the teleporter will most likely come in handy. Spider-Man already firing off a few turrets up into the air. Firing a turret onto the point to watch over. Destery moving up and going across the bridge. Spider-Man has the teleporter set up and ready to go. Destery firing off a turret. Spider-Man does the same thing, but it distracts Destery, allowing him to get some solid hits on her and close out the game. May versus May now. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Both of them are going to be freezing, shooting out icicles, putting up walls, and freezing themselves to get health. This is going to be an interesting matchup, honestly, because, well, not sure how hard May counters May. So this is going to be interesting. Destery seeming to go with a different strategy this time, staying on the low ground. Thing as to how Spider-Man may have known that she may go up, seeing as to her previous patterns. So he is going up to check on her to see if she's up, but to no avail. Destery moving to the other side of the point, trying to see if she can find him anywhere. Little does she know that Spider-Man is on the point, doing some parkour. This might be a very long round, seeing as to how they can't find each other. Destry getting on the point. Spider-Man moving to Destry's spawn. Destry going back to spawn through the same way Spider-Man is going. Now, in this mode, capturing the point will be a valid win. Spider-Man trying to see if he can stay on the point, but also watching out for Destry, see if he can cut her off. Destry sees her ice wall, sees Spider's ice wall, looks around. She has found him. They both freeze. This is a close match. Spider-Man freezes Destry. And he gets one icicle hit on her, closing out the round. He may have a clean sweep, a flawless victory in this mode. Oh no, this is going to be interesting. Each of them, both very excellent Sombra players. Match points, Spider-Man, Destry still with no wins under her belt. We're going to see if she can try and make a comeback for this round. Both of them immediately going invisible to see if they can scout out the enemy player. Spider-Man going down. If he had not gone down, he probably would have noticed this translocator that Destry has placed down. Destry uncloaking herself and doing a voice line, I guess, to taunt Spider-Man. Spider-Man sees her, getting some solid hits. Destry runs. Where did he go? Destry placing down her translocator in the same area, uncloaking way too early, but getting some good hits, and Spider-Man closes out the round and the game with a flawless victory. Oh, hello.
Huh.
How do you feel? Are you doing okay? How are you feeling on this round? You did have some good plays here and there, especially with that one right there that got play of the game. You got some good rounds. Yeah. How are you feeling? How are you feeling about this win?
Spider, I fucking hate you.
Man, I don't know, man. I went into this game, dude. I was real nervous, but I don't know. I just felt real confident near the end, and I just kept going for it. And I'm just glad that I won.
Yeah, Destry is a very skilled player at Sombra. Were you nervous whenever you both got placed to Sombra? That's my question.
Well, I knew straight up we were both gonna go invisible, but overall in the end, I just know I suck.
Yeah, well, you are a fairly skilled player. As soon as the McCree round came up, I automatically knew that Spider-Man had the game. That was a good game between you both. Spider-Man, we've seen who is the clear superior player. Destry, how are you feeling about that game? Do you have any thoughts, comments, anything you want to share with us today?
Spider, go suck a nut.
Okay, I think that is going to be where I end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button, the subscribe button. Comment down below, tell me if you want to see more of this sort of commentary, 1v1 stuff, and yeah. I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.